With there not being that much going on, this is the most they've done in like 90 years here. Sorry to interrupt. Starting from the base of the ladder? Be the schmuck who's a runner. Be a production assistant. Be a PA. That's what they call it.
What if you're already a young filmmaker? You're a writer, correct?
Oh, what if you're too cool to be a PA? You're not doing shit right now, obviously. So look, the truth is that's how I learned the city of Detroit. I learned where to get film. I learned to pick it up where the labs work, where the equipment is, where the director likes to get drunk. You know, I learned everything. So it's a good viewpoint. Other than that, as a filmmaker, make your first feature film and then shove it under the bed and don't show it to anybody because it's going to suck. Just learn your craft. That's the most important. Learn a craft.
And number two,
Number two, can you get a photo?
I want a photo with you.
Make your movie, dude. We'll talk. Yes, back to the middle here.
You wrote a forward.
Thank you for standing up. I appreciate that.
You wrote a forward for an RPG called Deadlands.
I wrote a forward for a role-playing game. I'm not hip to my terminology.
Was that based off of Briscoe County Jr.? And did they
Was that based on Briscoe? It was like a combination of Army of Darkness and Briscoe, sort of.
Yeah, did they ask you to do that based off of your work at for doing Briscoe County?
They didn't ask me for a poo. They just made that game. You know what I mean? They don't need. It was that weird hybrid game that they created. So I don't know. It was a wonderful game. I play it all the time.
You've been contacted by the Obama administration for a possible cabinet position.
Obama cabinet position. Yeah, here's the FBI going through my file. Go, whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on. That's got to be a mistake. Whoa, what's that? No, I did way too many things that I still do that I'm proud of. They're not going to get me, especially when I heard that Obama, they're putting all the people who want to work in that administration through like 98 pages of serious, embarrassing questions. They're tormenting Bill Clinton right now. It's like, what have you been up to? Who have you been slipping it to, Bill? We got to know.
How is that different from what you're going through right now?
How is that different from what I'm going through right now? What am I going through right now? Oh, being tormented, you mean? Yeah, you're right. Yes, right here.
Out of all the work you've done, what is your number one favorite one-liner?
What's my number one favorite one-liner? The one that got the guy laid in China.
Chinese version or
The Chinese version. Yes, over there.
Bruce, hey, I was interested in the premise of Richard Stanley's new movie, Vacation.
The premise of Richard Stanley's movie, Vacation. I'm not doing that movie.
You're not doing it?
No.
Okay.
No, just like every day in Hollywood, the deals fall apart. That one fell apart. Yeah.
It would be great with that $1 million budget.
Don't mock $1 million, buddy. It's a lot of money to some people. Yes. This filmmaker, do you want $1 million to make a movie? You would know what to do with $1 million. I say that in a good way. Hey, shut up. Shut your face. You don't know what you're talking about. That's the main difference here. Let's go back here.
Are you ever BruceCampbellQuotes.com? And which one's your favorite? Do you know it?
BruceCampbellQuotes.com?
Yeah.
What is it? What happens there?
I made Chuck Norris quotes with your name on them.
So they're saying that they're saying that I said Chuck Norris quotes? Now here's my favorite Chuck Norris quote. You come back into this room, I'm going to hit you with so many lefts, you're going to beg me for a right. Hey, wow, Chuck, you really nailed that one, pal. So have I been there?
Yeah, it's BruceCampbellFacts.com.
I'll get right on it. Yes.
All your projects that you've ever done, what is your favorite one and why?
What's my favorite project? I'm not dead yet, so I don't really have one. I like obscure, weird things. Running Time, I think, is a cool little movie. A black and white crime drama done in one shot, the whole movie one shot. It's very ambitious for a really low-budget movie. Anchor Bay put it out. It's pretty cool. Yes?
Given some of the spectacular things that get into the films you do, have you ever had a like an explosion or some big grand thing go wrong with an effect?
Have I ever had an explosion, something go horribly wrong? Close enough to really get scared and freaked out. Army of Darkness is a scene where Ash lands, he goes through time, and he lands, and his car lands behind him. Well, Sam goes, well, you'll land, and the car will land too. I know, really? Yeah, okay. So we're setting up this shot, and there's a crane that's had to come in on a road. We shot in a gravel pit, so there was a crane was coming in up the main, one of the main roads, and parked there, and the boom of the crane went out, and the car was hanging from that, and the special effects guy was going to blow the cable, you know, at the right time. Well, we were just setting up the shot, and we heard the cable blow. We weren't near it, fortunately, but we looked back, and the car blew. We went, what is with the moron effects guy? He blew the car too early. No one said anything. But then we looked up, and the boom, the arm of the boom was going back and forth. He released the car, we found out later, to try and take the weight off, because the crane was going down. And there was a guy on the cliff side. The crane was behind him. He was kind of watching. And this thing went, oh, because one of the legs gave out, one of the support beams. So he ducked under the truck as it rolled over him and went down into the gravel pit. I mean, we watched like the end of Duel, the movie where it's just a slow motion crash. Everything was really slow. So nobody was hurt, but that's where you go. Movies are not worth that. You know, it's too real. Yeah. Oh, you're itching or whatever. Yes. Right, you. This one. Yes.
I wanted to thank you because your Army of Darkness poster saved my life.
My Army of Darkness poster saved your life.
That's true.
How did that happen?
Take it from your house.
So you were going to take it from my house. And you didn't, so that's what saved your life, because I was going to kill you if you took my Army of Darkness poster, the one that I touch every day. Am I misinterpreting that? Spot on, dead on. I thought so. Yes.
Hello, sir. Do you ever find yourself having to stick up for Michigan?
Do I ever have to stick up for Michigan?
Yeah.
Detroit, yeah. Michigan, most people go, it snows there a lot, doesn't it? Detroit, they go, yeah. I lived there for a year. I'm like, nah. It's a great place to be from. I lived there at Willis and Trumbull for a year. I had a 73 Bel Air piece of shit painted with house paint. With a brush, you could see the strokes in it. You know, people would leave, they would leave money on my car in a shitty that neighborhood. I mean, yeah, Freakville. Fine city, though, fine city. Yes, over here.
Have you ever had to provide your own wardrobe for a movie? Like,
if I had to provide my own wardrobe for a movie, you mean like this one?
Yes.
No. We could afford wardrobe on this movie. I know it's hard to believe. Tommy Bahama is sponsoring season 3 of Burn Notice, though. Yeah, baby. Free shirts. Free shirts. Yes. Why am I not doing Bubba Nosferatu? I could not agree on the script with the director. And the script is everything. And they didn't get Joe Lansdale back. So, the red flares were going up. I've been in plenty of bad movies. I didn't need to do something that I didn't like. You know what I mean? So, so Ron Perlman is doing it as Elvis. And playing Colonel Tom Parker, Paul Giamatti, because he was a huge fan of the first one. So it'll be plenty weird. You guys will be fine.